Welcome back to A320 Knowledge, your trusted source for Airbus expertise. Today, we're diving into a general introduction of the Flight Mode Annunciator section of the PFD. The Flight Mode Annunciator, known as the FMA, sits at the top of the primary flight display, the PFD. It displays the status of the auto thrust and autopilot modes and is split into different sections. The FMA remains the main reference for the pilots regarding the status of the autoflight system and is a key part of Airbus's automation philosophy. The FMAs remain available during all flight phases except in the case of an FCU 1+2 fault, whereby all FMAs are lost except for land and the go-around modes. The FMA is split into 3 rows and 5 columns. The 5 columns are as follows. Column 1 displays the auto thrust modes, and in newer aircraft, the auto brake modes as well. Column 2 displays the autopilot and flight director vertical modes. Column 3 displays the autopilot and flight director lateral modes. Column 4 displays the aircraft approach capabilities and the inputted decision height or altitude. And finally, Column 5 displays the autopilot, flight director, and auto thrust engagement statuses. For columns 1 to 3, the FMA rows have significant differences. The auto thrust and autopilot active modes are displayed in row 1 and are colored green. Any armed auto thrust and autopilot modes are displayed in row 2, and these are colored cyan. If there are any lateral or vertical constraints from the FMGC, then row 2 can display these modes in a magenta color. Row 3 is reserved for special message enunciations, and these reminders are displayed in white. There are 3 types of special messages. These are flight control messages, vertical flight management messages, and EFIS reconfiguration messages. In later videos, we will be going over the different specific modes of the FMA and typical FMAs for each flight phase. So if you're interested in those, please hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell for future videos. For any change of modes, or when an armed mode now becomes active, a white box appears around the new enunciation for 10 seconds. In many airline standard operating procedures, any change in FMA must be announced by the pilot flying the aircraft. This is to ensure that both pilots are aware of the aircraft's status at all times and to prevent any undesired aircraft states occurring. But always refer to the specific SOPs in your airline's operation. Thanks for tuning into this bite-sized tutorial on the Flight Mode Annunciator.